Elon Musk is no stranger to bold claims, and despite tons of obstacles, Tesla has been able to deliver on most of their promises over the years. But if a recent tweet from Elon Musk is any indicator, Tesla isn't just planning to disrupt the auto industry, they're planning to dominate it.
Hey everyone, Brandon here, and this is Time to Adult. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. If not, thanks for coming back. In a recent tweet, Elon said that he sees Tesla reaching 20 million vehicles per year by 2030, but possibly in the next 7 years. That's indeed a bold claim considering Tesla plans to deliver about 500,000 vehicles in 2020. That would imply a 70% annual growth rate, which isn't unheard of for Tesla. 20 million vehicles with an average selling price of $35,000 would result in annual revenue of $700 billion. To put that into perspective, Walmart's annual revenue sits at about $524 billion. Given that, I think it's easy for some to discount Elon's claims. That's why in this video, I'm going to explain why this growth is not only possible, but inevitable. So let's start by looking at the current auto market. In 2019, 65.5 million vehicles were sold worldwide, with China, the US, and Europe being the largest markets. The average new vehicle selling price of nearly 17 million cars sold in the US was just under $37,000, with General Motors, Ford, and Toyota being the top selling automotive companies. These combined companies sold over 7.3 million vehicles in 2019, but there was a slight decline from 2018. And it's expected that there will be an even sharper decline in 2020 due to the pandemic. Tesla would have to sell over 5 million vehicles in the US alone to reach their goal, but to do this, they will need to take a significant market share from these three major competitors. To make this happen, Tesla will have to become even more competitive and deliver further value than they already are. So let's get into how Tesla will compete. Tesla already delivers exceptional value on their vehicles. With the lowest cost of ownership, highest safety rating, best technology, and lowest environmental impact, Teslas are some of the most compelling vehicles on the market. But to dethrone the likes of Ford, GM, and Toyota in the US market, they're going to have to step up their game and take on each automaker's most important segments. To take on Ford and GM, it'll be a head-to-head battle between the F-150, the Chevy Silverado, and the Cybertruck. The F-150 is the best-selling vehicle in the United States, selling 896,000 vehicles last year. The Chevy Silverado also sold exceptionally well at 575,000 vehicles. GM and Ford, along with Toyota, also have a big chunk of their vehicle sales come from mid-size SUVs like the Equinox, selling 364,000 vehicles, the Escape, selling 241,000 vehicles, and the RAV4 selling 448,000 vehicles, which means the Model Y will have to eat their lunch. Sales for these vehicles alone count for about 2.5 million vehicles. While the Cybertruck and the Model Y are superior to these vehicles in nearly every facet, their starting price is $12,000 to $15,000 higher, hurting their perceived value. Covering every segment with comparably affordable vehicles is the final straw that will break traditional automakers. But Tesla will have to improve their upfront affordability, especially against the likes of Toyota. The $25,000 Model C, yeah, I'm calling it the Model C, will have the greatest impact on this goal. The Toyota Camry has been among the best-selling cars, usually the best, in the US for years now, for its low relative price and high reliability. Toyota has built their brand around reliability and practicality at an affordable cost, and to break into this segment, the Model C will have to outdo Toyota in these areas. Improved manufacturing techniques and declining battery costs are going to be the most significant large-scale factors that will drive affordability. But I think Tesla can also bring down the base price of their mass-market vehicles by leveraging their software expertise. Software locking less essential features is one way to do this. Currently, the Model Y offers 3 software-locked upgrades: Enhanced Autopilot for $4,000, Full Self-Driving for $8,000, and Performance Boost for $2,000. These software upgrades are pure profit for Tesla when a customer purchases them. Traditional automakers already do this, albeit in a more clumsy way. Every little upgrade is tacked onto the price of the car at purchase, and if you want a specific feature, you'll need to locate a vehicle with that feature or custom build it, which generally increases the price. but Teslas all come with the required hardware to upgrade features, outside of the performance hardware for the performance variants. This means that over the life of the car, Tesla could potentially recognize $10,000 to $15,000 or more in additional revenue through upgrades, while keeping the cost of the entry-level model at a competitive price point. A fully loaded Camry can cost up to $41,000, so an affordable Model C could indeed be competitive with the Camry. We also must keep in mind that autonomy will play a huge role in the future of transportation, and Tesla is unmatched when it comes to autonomy. This increases the value of the Model C significantly. It's also important to note that Tesla sales don't operate on a dealership model. Customers can order their Tesla online and pick it up with touchless delivery. I recently did this with my Model Y purchase, and it was the simplest, most seamless car buying experience I've ever had. Since most people hate going to the car dealership and negotiating a price anyway, Tesla's simple pricing model, upfront costs, and touchless delivery is another competitive advantage that will likely appeal to the average consumer. Last, let's look at how Tesla will grow through improving efficiency and investment. To get to the production scale that they need, Tesla will have to grow exponentially, which they've done in the past. This will take significant investment in their manufacturing and supply chain. Tesla's been raising cash lately, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did another stock offering in the future to fund further investments. The first place I think they're going to invest in and bolster is their supply chain. It would make sense to expand their battery supply partnerships with Panasonic and CATL, and a new report from Electrek says that Tesla may be looking at acquiring a 10% stake in battery partner LG Chem. While these are reportedly early talks and should be taken with a grain of salt, it would seem that Tesla is proactively trying to secure battery supply for their rapid growth. There's also a Barron's report out that Tesla has signed a 5-year deal with lithium miner Piedmont, which further illustrates their focus on the supply chain. If this map from Battery Day is any indicator, Tesla could possibly be looking to Canada for their next mining partnership. If you haven't seen my Tesla mining video, I go into more detail about a possible partnership with Canadian mining company Giga, so definitely check it out. As you can see, Tesla's cathode factory appears to be situated in Oklahoma, leading me to think that Tesla cathode will be in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Prior to the announcement of Giga Texas, Musk did visit Tulsa, and speculation was that Tesla was eyeing them instead of Austin for their next Gigafactory. But maybe that was never the plan. Maybe Tulsa was always going to be the site of the Tesla cathode facility. At about 450 miles driving distance to Austin, Tulsa would be a good location for a supporting factory. Tesla semi-platoons could easily make a one-day run between facilities as well, as the route is fairly simple. Tesla's investment in the machine that builds the machine is evident in all that they do, and they do seem to be very interested in ensuring that they have good geographical coverage with their factories. Regional giga and terafactories will significantly lower transportation costs, cut down import tax costs, and minimize environmental impacts from transportation vehicles. In the near term, Fremont and Giga Texas will provide coverage for North America. Shanghai will cover China and most of Asia, and I can see another factory going in China in the future. Giga Berlin will support the European market, and I think a possible wildcard could be a location in India. I'll have to do a more detailed video later, but I see these locations all being viable options as EV demand increases in these regions. Along with battery production, I see these gigafactories or possibly supporting regional factories as battery recycling hubs. Recycling is far easier than mining and has a much lower environmental impact. From a sustainability perspective, it makes a lot of sense for Tesla to offer a battery recycling program to customers, which will further lower their cost of the vehicles, as they can recycle their components for a credit towards a new vehicle. Tesla has a long way to go before they're able to reach their goal of 20 million vehicles annually. But given the incredible growth we've seen over the past 10 years and the detailed plan they laid out at Battery Day, I believe that this is not only possible, but inevitable. But what do you think? Can Tesla reach their goal of 20 million vehicles within the next decade? Do you think that they'll reach that goal sooner? What other factors do you think will contribute to their success? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. This is a new channel, and I'd really appreciate it. With that, I'm Brandon, and this has been Time to Adult. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the best on your journey toward a better tomorrow.